Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching the Shazam, a political vigilante, shining a light of truth in ever darker times. We are facing censorship at a huge level. The Restrict Act, which please go to stoprestrictact.org and sign up for that. It is Patriot Act 2.0, and it will restrict all of our. There's a video. I just did an interview with Ron Placone who explains it, but it's awful. I just did a video on how I've been censored just for posting clips of my stand-up comedy special Manifest It, like clips of like how both parties are bad and the media is not great. And I mean, how America's like a cult, and Instagram tagged me as being too political. Like I'm trying to pay for ads to boost, to get more people to learn about who I am. So this is the People's Channel. I'm really dependent upon you guys because big tech doesn't even want my ad dollars. It's crazy. So I please encourage you to watch my special Manifested. It's at grahamelwood.com. I have tour dates there, but spread the word on the special. And if you watch and listen to other like political podcasts or people where censorship is an issue, I don't care if it's right wing or whatever, as long as they care about freedom of speech, tell them to reach out to me so that I can go spread the word on other shows. Obviously being on the Joe Rogan show would be great, or any other show like that, just big where they talk about censorship, because I need your guys' help, because big tech is coming after me, man. I've been demonetized for over 2 years. That's what that scroll below is, all the ways to support the show, because I cannot make any money on YouTube. I cannot do super chats. The ads that you say playing during and before, during, and after my YouTube videos, I don't get any money from that. None. It's crazy. And why I'm telling you this now, because this segment that we're going to talk about, this is starting at the collegiate level. This didn't just happen overnight. The ruling elites and the intelligence community and all those people have been, they encourage this. They infiltrated, like the colleges were these like bastions of freedom of speech and the anti-war movement in the 60s and 70s, and they've slowly taken them over, just like they've taken over the media. They've taken over both political parties. And now they've taken over the internet. YouTube used to just be this place of freedom of speech, man. You could say whatever you wanted and, let the people decide if they want to watch something or not. Like I saw some right wing or some views I didn't agree with. I never wanted them to get shut down. I just didn't watch them because I see how dangerous it is when you start censoring. So now I, a vegan surfer comedian, I'm too dangerous. My comedy special Manifested is a threat. If you watch it, I'm going to poison your brains with crazy notions like both parties are awful and war for profit is horrible and billionaires are the problem. We can't have you guys thinking that. Go back to sleep. Get mad about Andrew Tate or Jordan Peterson or whatever the celebrity makeout. Didn't so-and-so break up with so-and-so? Oh my God, that's nuts. So this doesn't just happen. If you watch my other show, Government Secrets, we talk about all the CIA operations. Well, the CIA is so well funded. They're not even on. So the $858 billion military budget that was just approved for 2023 last December by both parties, of course. The budget for the CIA isn't even in that. They get their own, it's called the black budget. They get their own, it's off the books. So they get to like fund, and they need new recruits. They need new generations of people. So they want, and all the young people that are into tech. So I came across this at MintPress News. This article was on MintPress News a little while ago, but it highlights everything we're talking about. And this is part of the foundation of how like Congress has all been out of shape about TikTok because they don't have control over TikTok. They have control over the other big tech companies, and all the big tech companies, it's been revealed, Zuckerberg, all of them give their data to the United States government and the intelligence community. And some people are okay with this because they go to CIAU. From Georgetown to Langley, the controversial connection between a prestigious university and the CIA. If you have ever wondered, where do American spies come from? The answer is quite possibly the Walsh School of Foreign Service, SFS, at Georgetown University. It is only a modestly sized institution, yet the school provides the backbone for the Central Intelligence Agency, Department of Defense, State Department, and other organs of the national security state. From overthrowing foreign governments and conducting worldwide psychological operations to overseeing drug and gun smuggling and global torture network, the CIA is perhaps the world's most controversial and dangerous organization. All of which begs the question, should an educational institution have any formal relationship with it, let alone such a storied school as Georgetown? I would answer absolutely not. Schools should be about higher learning. Colleges should be about the discussion and expression of thought and ideas and the debate of ideas. Colleges, like I remember, I just want to talk about this. Like when I was in college, I remember, I was young, I was new to the world. You get out of high school. I went away to college. I went to high school in Chicago. I went to college at University of Arizona. University of Arizona, just a state school, it was nicknamed a country club college, but there was free thought and thinking. And I joined a comedy group with all these sort of like, some sort of conspiratorial. We talked about the Illuminati. We watched the movie, the TV show, The Prisoner. We're constantly, and there's always this constant, a university should be an incubator for information, for education, research, new ideas, free thinking, debate, like let's have it let's debate this out. But that's dangerous to an empire. An empire wants everybody thinking the same. An empire doesn't want any kind of excitement. Wants everybody sort of homogenized, everybody in groupthink, everybody just this. And if they get together, you need people fighting with each other over ridiculous stuff, right? Versus unifying. And when you start sharing ideas with different people of different walks of life, you might find you have more common ground than ever. So they had to infiltrate that. I mean, we did an episode of Government Secrets where we showed Gloria Steinem, big feminist from the 60s and 70s, worked for the CIA. I just remember how exciting the new ideas were at college, and reading books and hearing about some obscure band or some independent movie that no one had heard about. Like that's what college was. You learned about, I started getting into jazz. I learned about Chet Baker. Who's Chet Baker? Oh, he was this young white kid that played jazz under Charlie Parker, and he was amazing. And of course, he died of a heroin. Like, oh, wow, crazy. Like all of this stuff. I first learned about the Illuminati when I was in college. I didn't know what that was at all. I was given a book about it. So that's what college should be, but it isn't now. It isn't. So, the CIA has quietly funded SFS. As journalist Will Sumner revealed, the agency, based in Langley, Virginia, secretly donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to fund the department's work, despite Georgetown insisting on its website that the money came from anonymous donors from individuals. That's how you get around this. I've shown you this before, just showing you when we go to Open Secrets. And OpenSecrets.org is a great website because it shows campaign funding from organizations and businesses and big corporations and stuff like that. And one of the ways big corporations realized how to get around this. So let's say I'm the CEO of a defense, I'm the CEO of Boeing. The CEOs, I think, are all women, but let's say I'm the CEO of Boeing and I want to donate to a candidate to get favored, but I don't want it to see the money came from Boeing. I just write a personal check. So I'm just a private donor, even though the money I'm using is Boeing money. And that's how they're doing it. Private donors is a way to kind of skirt the laws of transparency of where, and so they figured this out with the universities. So Georgetown can say, this is all private donor money. Right. It wasn't written from the CIA's checkbook, but come on, the CIA doesn't know how to move money around and make it shell corporations and just hey, Graham, CIA guy, we're going to put $100,000 in your bank account and we really would like you to donate to the Georgetown. Oh, hey, Graham Elwood donated of his own free will, even though he's a CIA operative. I don't work for the CIA. If I was, I wouldn't be so throttled. I wouldn't be demonetized if I worked for the CIA. Any number of how to join the CIA articles suggest studying at the School of Foreign Service and the university itself leans into its reputation as a spy factory. We have global thinkers in Georgetown. Ding, ding, ding. They're attractive to the intel community in both the public and private sectors. Oh, you can get a job working for private intel. Less restrictions. Then you can survey the American people without Congress getting in the way. Ann Stern, then executive director of the SVS Graduate Career Center, told CNBC in 2018, adding, there are elements to intelligence that didn't even exist 10 years ago, whether it's cyber artificial intelligence, and our students are on the cutting edge. Oh, God. I'm never hiring anybody from that school. There were 377 SFS graduates in academic year 2021. Pursuing courses in security studies, foreign service, or a range of area-specific degrees, including Arab, Asian, Latin American, or Eurasian, or East European studies. Perhaps the most CIA-specific degree is security studies, with Georgetown itself claiming that, quote, we offer a multidisciplinary master's degree designed to prepare graduates for positions within the defense and security field. So you could just get a master's in being a spy. Oh, God. Oh, here I am. I got a film degree. Guess I should have got a spy degree. And that's the staff recognize the benefit of having students who are currently working or interning in the security field. In other words, CIA agents often go back to Georgetown to acquire skills that an academic environment can offer. According to Georgetown's own reports, 47% of security studies graduates quickly go into the public sector, the lion's share finding work in intelligence or the military. Look at this. This is their own website. The CIA is the number one public employer of security studies grads, followed by the Department of Defense, Department of State, the Army, and the Navy. The top private sector employers are largely military contractors, including Bose Allen Hamilton, SAIC, and Northrop Grumman. The report claims that those working in the world of intelligence and security consider School of Foreign Service Security Studies degree to be a must-have credential. So if you want to be a spy, this is how you do it. Look at this. 47 in the public sector, 34 private. So, but private sector doesn't mean like, oh, they're, they got a job doing security at a non-for-profit. That's most of this private. That's private intelligence. And we've talked about that. Susie Dawson has talked about that with us. That is, they're paid and they can surveil American citizens. So there's what that is. Research and nonprofit, which means infiltrating non-for-profit, international IGOs, and advanced study, which is probably AI. Public sector breakdowns, 28% intelligence. When they go into the public sector, this is where 28% is intelligence, 21 is other. I'm sure it's Green New Deal. Yeah. 32% military. So military and intelligence are the two public places they go the most, right? So that's 60% go there. DOD, State Department, Congress, and then our favorite, other. The Georgetown to Langley pipeline is so well established that the university even published a guide to applying to the agency on its website, filed with a useful list of do's and don'ts. Meanwhile, the School of Foreign Service offers its students the opportunity to hold one-to-one meetings with CIA recruiters, although it notes that these interviews are reserved for students who are not already in contact with the agency themselves. Last month, SFS invited current CIA Director William Burns to campus, where it presented him with the Trainer Award for Excellence in the Conduct of Diplomacy. Boy, when I think diplomacy, I think the Central Intelligence Agency. Yes, all those CIA operations we've covered on government secrets where they've overthrown democratically elected leaders to help American business interests. They've killed people, they've lied. That's the kind of diplomacy I'm thinking of. Yes, diplomacy. Yes, yes. 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 And Jeffrey Dahmer was awarded a Culinary Excellence Award. It's really great what he did with how he could cook a human head after killing it and fucking it. I mean, it's really good what he did. Oh, I've had a deep, abiding respect for Georgetown throughout almost 40 to 50 years that I've been involved in public service, and I have a deep respect for the generation of leaders that have gone forward from this campus to serve our nation. Wow. Oh, this is like goes on and on. During the 80s, Walker was stationed in Afghanistan, where he presumably played a role in Operation Cyclone, the CIA's arming and training of Osama bin Laden and the Mujahideen to oppose the Soviet invasion. Bin Laden would later use his skills to attack the U.S. on September 11th. Walker would later return to Afghanistan and help the CIA oversee its occupation. Wow, these guys are just great. Michael Walker spent 29 years at the CIA before joining SFS, Center for Security Studies. Oh, I can't even go on with anymore. Look at all these evil people. Hey, that's how we torture people in class. Oh, wow. Douglas Land left, a Georgetown professor, was CIA counterterrorism chief during the infamous Abu Ghraib torture scandal, which saw CIA agents totally. Wow. He oversaw this. Well, don't send your kids to Georgetown. And if anybody comes in with an SFS degree from Georgetown, I wouldn't hire them. If they say they went to Georgetown, say, what'd you study there? I'd start poking that, see, where'd you go? Oh, nice. Wow, we got a lot of applicants. Nope, I'm not letting you in my office. Oh, man. Go to college and become a spy. Be awful. Be part of the problem. Be the worst aspects of humanity. You could go to college and get a psychology, how to help people, or, how to build homes for the housing for the homeless. Nope. Just keep the war machine going on and psychological terror and surveil citizens and just be a psychopath. You are part of the problem. You're not defending America. I know that's what they tell you, but you're part of the problem. Anyway, follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth, and shave your knuckles for justice. Thanks for watching the show. Support what we're doing. Go to GrahamElwood.com for the special tour dates, everything. Thanks for watching. Boom. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/GrahamElwood or rockfin.com/GrahamElwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.